Hi everyone, it's me Alna from twinsmom.com, as well as alnakane.com if you're a freelance writer. All right, so for today, I'm going to be talking about how you can grow your Facebook group, and maybe we can talk about some engagement tactics, because I know that there was a big thread in this Facebook group. People were talking about, growing the engagement on a Facebook group. So I know that's a big topic. So I thought maybe we can talk about that. So if you're here, let me know. If you own a Facebook group, let me know. If you have any questions, that's great. We can talk about that. I'm just going to be sipping my water. For some reason, my throat is very dry today. Hope you guys are having a great week. My twins' last week of school is next week. So I am trying to pump out these videos, trying to be helpful, add some content for you guys, some helpful advice before the summer hits. Q3 is starting in July, so I'm going to be ramping up some big projects until the end of the year. So I'm excited for the end of this quarter. So I just want to, leave it with a bang and do these lives to help you. So if you guys have a Facebook group, let me know. Put in how many, if you feel comfortable, how many people are in your group. I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm assuming I'm talking to people that have maybe less than 1,000 members in their group or less than 500 members in their group. I'll let you know that when I started this Facebook group that we're in, I actually took over it from Candace, who originally had this group. And so she, I think she had like 300 members. So there was already an established base of people in this group. So when I started, and so I'll share with you some of the tactics I used to start growing this Facebook group. One of the things you do want to remember though is to, keyword your group appropriately. So when you're setting up your group settings, in your group settings, make sure you add those tags, those words that can identify people when they're searching in Facebook in the search bar. Different types of groups. So I think if you type in mom or mom blog, my group does come up. And those are the big keywords for me, because those are the type of people that I want in this group. All right. So that's the first thing, is to make sure you're keywording your group right. And then the second thing is to probably start leveraging social media to share your Facebook group. And I might be intermittently switching Facebook page and Facebook group. So know that I mean Facebook group. This is a Facebook group live about Facebook groups. Okay, so so one of the things I do on my Facebook page is link my Facebook group here. And so you can do that in your settings. So make sure that those two are interlinked. All right. I also do this on Twitter. I haven't lately. I think I'm promoting my courses on Twitter, but on Twitter, you can pin a tweet there. So you can pin your Facebook group if that's your goal for growing right now, instead of like adding subscribers or whatnot. You just want to do the whole, let me grow my group, because that's how I'm going to do most of my marketing in my group kind of thing. Right. So leveraging Twitter, leveraging your Facebook page, and then also leveraging Pinterest. If you can create a landing page, then you can create a pin, or you can just create a pin and link that to your Facebook group. So I think some of these pins go right to Facebook. So like this one here. And so you can do it that way, or you can create a pin that leads them to a landing page. I couldn't find an example of this to show you, but that's also a great tactic, so that you can, schedule it in Tailwind and get that pin circulating in all the groups, or, with your followers that are following you on Pinterest, that you have a new Facebook group and that you want people to join you. Okay. Another thing you can do, Pinterest groups aren't that huge, but I still leverage Pinterest groups. So you can, in your description, you can put sort of like, please join my Facebook group before you want to join my Pinterest group. Is it this one? Maybe this one. No, I changed it. But in the description, when I was trying to grow Mom to Mompreneur, my Facebook group, I did have a little thing like, oh, make sure you click here and join my Facebook group, and then request to join my Pinterest group. So you can do that as well. So leveraging those platforms as well. And if there's anything on Instagram, you can do, put a little quote, and then I'm not sure. Sorry if I'm sounding like really dumb on Instagram, because I don't use Instagram actually at all. So whatever you can do on Instagram to promote it, you can do it there too, I'm sure. All right, everyone. Hi. Let me know if you guys are here. And if you guys have a Facebook group, let us know. You can promote it in this thread if you want. That's fine. I'm okay with that. All right, so leveraging those social media profiles are important. So, and another thing maybe you might want to consider. I mean, I didn't start growing this Facebook group until I actually had a good number of followers for me, like my subscribers, my social media followers. So I find it will be harder to grow a Facebook group if you just started your blog, you're just starting to grow your Pinterest followers, you're just starting to grow your Facebook page, you're just starting out, you're going to have a harder, it's just going to be harder to grow a Facebook group. And this goes into more engagement to build up that group. But what you can do on the outside is at least promote it as much as possible. So I'm just giving you some promotional tactics that you can use. Leverage your blog. So, Haley of Organized Blogging has a new Facebook group. And so at the bottom of her website, she has this big thing. I think, it just links right to her Facebook group. So you can have a footer on your blog, or you can have it in your menu. So this is her menu here. I think if you go to her content, even up here, you can put a link up here in your menu for Facebook group. And this is what I did again in the beginning. So that's something you can do. And you can even put a little image. You can make an image in Canva and put it on your sidebar, that says join my Facebook group. All right. So those are things that you can leverage that can help you get people, look, I have a Facebook group. And then one more thing that you can do is in your author bio, link to your Facebook group. So, I suggest if you have author bios on your content, which is actually a really good branding element, it helps people that come from Pinterest or from Google to know who wrote this blog post. And it helps me gain clients as well as a freelance writer, having an author bio on every piece of content. And so this is my promotional strategy. I can promote my email list, freebies. I can promote anything I want to grow my social media followers or my Facebook group. So that's something that you can do. That's really, I think, really helpful. So I found those tactics helpful in the initial phases of just getting people to know that I actually have a group is important. And then if you guys have started an email list, that's one of the best ways you can nurture your list, because I'm using my Facebook group, this one in particular, just to get people to, know who I am, to share my tips for you, and just above all, to help you guys grow your blogs, right? And grow your income and your subscriber and all of that. So that's why I'm here, to use this platform as sort of a brand building and get people to know me. So if you have an email list, then that's a perfect way to start nurturing your list. So for ConvertKit, I have a welcome series. Excuse me, guys. So in this welcome series, I have, 7 emails across, it's over a week because I space it out a little bit towards the end here. And in this email is just sort of logistical. I tell everyone, who I am, how I started, and then I give some links to help them. Of course, I'm promoting my courses that I have, but then I talk about my Facebook group and I give a little blurb. It's filled with moms just like you that want to become mompreneurs. It's a very supportive Q&A style group. So come and join and ask your blogging questions. So I'm writing as a way to invite them, come join us kind of thing. So add that in your welcome email. And then if you want, in every email, if you find that you're not gaining those new people, in every newsletter that you send at the bottom, just put a little link. Say, hey, P.S., have you joined my group yet? Kind of thing. P.S., have you joined my group? So that will get you more people to join you. And then any Facebook Lives that you do in your group, in your next email, mention that. I just recently did that. And so I got a whole bunch of new people to come join us in this group that are from my email list. So leverage that email list as much as you can, because ideally you want those people that want to follow you on your blog and follow you on social media and follow you in your group and watch your videos. Those are the people that are invested in you. Those are the people that you want to help the most, that they can gain from your help. And those are the people that most likely will follow you and buy anything that you're recommending. So you want to establish that relationship. And that's what I find that with my email list, if I can convert them to my Facebook group, then they can see me in my videos, and then I can get to know their names and get to know who they are, kind of thing, right? So that's where the Facebook group can help with that. So, oh, hey, hi, everyone. It says here, I'm getting people joining. Awesome. That's super. That's like the biggest hurdle, right? To get people to join. But I find I get very few people posting in the group. Okay. And I'm posting a lot and finding it difficult to get comments. How do you encourage that? And also, are your best tips for making money what are your best? Okay. Making money with your Facebook group. Yes. So when I created a poll in this group to ask you what you wanted me to do my Facebook Live. And one was grow your Facebook group, and the other one was engage with your Facebook group. And I was banking on engagement because there was a huge thread about this, but everyone chose the growing. So, but I love actually talking about engagement tactics. I mean, my strategy is this whole warm engagement and networking and all of that. That's like one of my favorite tactics to use. And I love writing about it and talking about it. But so good. You have the people joining you. For me, one of the biggest things, there was two things that helped me drive engagement, which I'm sure you're probably doing already, but it just takes time. One, like I said, I started with this Facebook group with 300 people. So I didn't find engagement, people actually engaging in the group until there was probably closer to 1,000. Maybe 500-600. There was a couple of conversations, but it wasn't as what you see now until it was at least, I'd say, 1,000 people. So, I mean, you can make that your goal and know that you are nurturing the people that are there. So having those daily posts. So when Mom to Mompreneur first started, I had, I think, every day a post. So like Monday was Monday motivation. So I encourage people, do you have any motivating quotes, any things that you want to tell? Or Monday goals, something like that, like goal setting, to-do list, Monday motivation. Tuesday was our promo day. I did Tuesday, and I think Tuesday and Friday were my promo days. So I had 2 days of promo. So again, you can boost that engagement by having a lot of promo days. I wouldn't have more than I wouldn't make every day a promo day, but 2 to 3. So I had Tuesday and Friday a promo day. So Tuesday was promo your blog post, any new products, things like that. Friday was promo your social media profiles. Okay, so it was like Social Media Friday. And so that's how I boosted the engagement, and that worked really well. Wednesday, I don't remember if I even had, maybe I didn't do a thread on Wednesday, but if I did, it would have been something like if you had a challenge, do you have a question? So, post your tech questions here, or post your email questions here on a Wednesday or Thursday. So I did something like that. And then I think one of them was tools, like a tools Thursday. What are your favorite tools? Do you recommend anything? Put them here. So again, for the engagement, I wanted people to promote as much as possible, because that gives people posting in your group, and it gives them a chance to see if this group is worth it. So I think opening the gate in the beginning as a brand new owner of a Facebook group is to actually give people a lot of freedom to promote, but do it tactfully, do it on the days that are specified, and then being diligent of closing those threads the next day so that it's not like a free-for-all. Okay. So I did that for a while until it was too much, until like it was just the group was growing and I couldn't handle all that. So I dropped my promo day on Friday. I dropped a lot of the daily things and I only kept Tuesday. And then eventually I added like a Saturday pin day. I played around with different themes in the day. So monitor that and that could help. And then the other big thing was Facebook Lives. So trying to incorporate some Facebook Lives, maybe do a challenge, do some kind of thing to motivate the group, create some freebies for them. So, on Monday, did you get the freebie for whatever your topic is? If it's like summer hacks or whatever for your toddler. So then on Monday, you sit there and you do a live on the activities that you're going to, or like the schedule or organizing your playroom or whatever. Like, I don't know. Something like that, where you can show them some tactics and that they have to be there every day. And then maybe at the end of the week, you have something special for them. Maybe you have like a cool giveaway or something. I mean, these are promotional tactics that you can use to start boosting that engagement. I hope that helped. I mean, those are the two big things that I found in this group was the at least getting people to a nice number that they feel okay posting. And then having those Facebook Lives and giving them freedom to promote. And I feel like you can do that in the beginning, and then over time you can lessen that promotional strategy, give your reasons why. And now this group is mostly, I think, promotion free as much as possible. It's a Q&A style, but that took years. That took over a year to develop that trust from my people, and that people actually enjoy wanting to be in this group. So it's a balance. It's a balance for you guys, right? Like it's there's nothing set in stone. Now, I think you also asked about like monetizing your Facebook group. So this is very meta for me because, I'm using this group in that strategy as well. So, so these are, my tactics aren't like totally optimized. So I'm just learning as you're learning. But for me, I find that if I give and give and give and mention my products, that I do see some conversions there. I think from what I've learned, making your group promotion free. So that's first and foremost. So once you get to that point, then the monetization strategy can ramp up. You're going to have a hard time monetizing when everyone is promoting their content, sharing their things. And even in this group, there are amazing other people that have amazing other courses. So there's always going to be some talk about that in comparison. So if you can build your brand and build that trust with your followers, it doesn't matter what's out there. It doesn't matter if there's other courses or other products or other ebooks. These people are invested in you. So it's having that relationship. So having them on your email list, having them in your group, those are great tactics to nurture your audience and help in your audience. Maybe in your Facebook group, you can do blog audits. So I know like Haley of Organized Blogging, in her group, she started doing some blog audits. So she picked someone either in the group or on her list and did a blog audit. You can do something like that. You can do a blog audit or whatever your niche is. So if you provide a service, if you do Pinterest management, then maybe you can do a pin audit and do like, let's look at dissect your pins or dissect your profile, dissect your Pinterest boards. And so you can pick someone. And again, that shows that building of that trust. So you can do it one person at a time, and that can help. So I hope that helped you. I love the way you run your group. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, it's, honestly, it's a struggle for me at times. There are days where I just want to actually close the group, but I'm sticking with it. And there are some amazing moms in this group, like Kai, and I think there's another one, and I'm sorry I forgot your name, that are like sort of policing the group and helping me with finding content that shouldn't be in this group. And that's the biggest thing for me right now because it's so big. The group is so big. You're not overly salesy. Thank you. You definitely have gained the trust of your owners. Yeah. And that's another thing. Like, I don't want to be overly promotional. That's just me. That's just what I do. Like, I know on my Facebook page, I do ramble on about things and I end up talking about my course because it just fits so nicely. So, that's what I do. I think if I have anything promotional, which I really don't, I would probably mention it in the beginning of this live, like, oh, just by the way, I just, did this and I have this for you guys. But in all honesty, I don't do that. I mean, my process of creating products and things like that is so like, it's not on the seat of my pants kind of thing, but it's sort of like I have it and then I have a different strategy. So I don't really like blab all about it in my groups. But anyways, thank you so much. As far as like, I'm just thinking if I gave you all the tactics that I had for growing your Facebook page. So we talked about social media. We talked about your blog. Those are the best ones, I think. I have a little post here. I'm just looking on the side. I think those are all. Oh, another thing, I just subscribed to EJ Powell's, her summer thing. So if she had her summer toddler kit, survival kit, which I'm excited to get, I haven't looked at it yet. So when I clicked subscribe, it went to like a thank you page and it said, thank you for subscribing. You check your email, yada, yada, yada. If you can customize that page, I think in ConvertKit you can, and other email service providers, I'm sure you can customize that page. Put a link to your Facebook group. I mean, or if you're trying to grow your Facebook page, put a link there, and people hopefully will click on it and see what you're providing, and then join or like your page. I think that's a really cool tactic. I actually don't use that tactic, but because again, I'm not trying to grow mom to mompreneur. But that's something that you can do if you can convert those people that just subscribed to join your group. So I think I mentioned that and mentioned it in your author bio. Oh, and then another one. So one of my strategies for this quarter for coming up is to do more podcasting. I love doing podcasts. As you can tell, I blab and blab. So it's fun for me. But I did this podcast with Mariana, probably a year or more ago. And she wrote it up and gave me links here. She like, what links do you want me to promote? So I promoted as much as I could. My Pinterest profile, my blog, and my Facebook group. So with any podcast that you're doing, try to weave in that Facebook group if you can add a link to it. I think that's a really good strategy. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. When I do my podcast, if I want people to know about my Facebook group, I'll mention it, and things like that. I think that's really a cool little thing that you can start doing. We talked about all of these things. Okay. Of course, you can leverage your blog and create a blog post about your new Facebook group. I think my tactic was rounding up all the Facebook groups for mom bloggers. And of course, number one was this group. And then I mentioned all the other ones. So you can do like a list post, or you can just, introduce like, hey, everyone, like check out my new Facebook group, and then talk about it. Anytime you talk about, if your niche is with marketing and stuff, mention your Facebook group, or like your audience. If you're like doing breastfeeding moms, you can, and have a breastfeeding, post about breastfeeding problems. You can mention one of your tactics is join a breastfeeding Facebook group, and lo and behold, you have one. So anywhere you can put it in your blog content is a good idea as well. All right, everyone, I think those are all the tactics. I'm going to share with you the blog post, which I can't right now. The blog post that accompanies this live. And if you guys have any questions, do you have a podcast? No, I don't have a podcast. No, I don't. I'm sorry. It's what I'm going to do is join other people's podcasts so that I can market. I feel like I say way too much, and I go on tangents way too much to even do a podcast. And I feel I would be highly redundant. Just personally, I would just say the same thing on a podcast and then do a Facebook Live and a blog post. And for me, like I don't know. I was thinking about it, but I'm not. There are way better podcasts out there. Like I think the Blogging with a Smile, I think, is a great one. I like hers. And there's some other ones that are just about blogging. I really like those ones. So, all right, everyone. So if you guys have any other questions, just pop them in. Other than that, I think those are all the tactics to help grow your Facebook group. As I said, in the beginning, it's going to be a challenge. I didn't, like I said, I didn't start this group or join this group until almost a year after starting Twins Mommy. So personally, if I started a blog, I wouldn't also start a group. I would wait at least a good year to build your audience. And then when you say, hey, everyone, I have a group, then you'll get people. Like I know Carly of Mommy on Purpose. I mean, she was blogging for years before she opened up her group. And then just like that, she got like 10,000 people to join her group. So that's the way to do it. That's a easier way to do it. So then the engagement is already set. It's already there. And you have an audience waiting to hear from you. So, all right, everyone, enjoy the rest of your week. It is finally sunny today. My twins, I think, are getting sick, which is a bummer because Saturday is Sakurama, Sunday is another birthday, and next week is a field trip in the last week of school. So I am hoping soccer is tonight, that they don't get uber sick. All right, everyone. I'll talk to you later. Bye.